Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Able to find Pryor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Jaguars had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. On first down, Lawrence. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Pryor has it complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 21. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
A first down throw for Mills. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Mills.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown! Chris Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now Lawrence on first down. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, 54 yards.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Patterson.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some great calls at work.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I just fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Down at the 25.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
To throw, Mills.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Terry McLaurin, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And they get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A loss of 4 that time on a sack, and it brings up 2nd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. First down, Mills.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
On play action, Mills
steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd and short yardage, Mills.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
It's it. Opposite.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver route.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half, Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin as time expires in the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes throwing progression. That was a nice play.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The mark behind him, incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
It in, and he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action now. Lawrence trying for Cook, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On second down, ETN once more.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
ETN up the middle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari, getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
This is caught. It's Kirk.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception.
And my goodness, another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is...
Second and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
That's returnable now for Smith.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A first down throw for Mills.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mills to the air again. Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mills now.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Mills to throw it.
And I don't think he got there, no. Just short, maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Touchdown, Texans! Tegan Quattoriano, his first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Hey, back up. Hey, back up.
Here's Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Here's Mills. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll run here with Pierce, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Mills back to throw.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mills. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They took their shot for the end zone. Almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Mills looking to throw it.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter, became a lot more interesting. I know that I anticipated, probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Jaguars, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.